Sup everyone, welcome back to Video Games Are Hard, episode 47. We got Sid here, my co-host, still. He's never going away.
So, this is take 2 of the intro.
Just letting everybody know that, I guess.
Yeah.
Secrets, cat's out of the bag. Anyway, we got two guests for another special roundtable, just a generic roundtable, gamer roundtable, as Sid would like to call it.
I said it the first take, I said gamer.
Yep, this is the inside baseball of what's going on here.
Yep.
We got returning guest Pinkish, say hello.
Hello.
And we got Funky, brand new to the show. What's up, man?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Solid.
Well, it's nice to have you guys here. We have a round table filled with topics.
Awesome.
Yeah. You brought your own topics, we brought ours, and we're going to compare and contrast.
Of course.
Are we going to do a Venn diagram?
We can do a Venn diagram. Who brought the same topic as somebody else?
Wait, so you guys do have topics?
Probably me.
I have 3 things. I have things that happened to me this past week, but we're all gamers here. We can go into how we know each other, how Funky and I are recently the commentary duo of Sunshine Community for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
How Pinkish is a League of Legends lord. And
I'm retired.
Retired now.
Wait, I saw you streaming it like 2 days ago. What the fuck?
I'm retired from Sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I thought you meant League of Legends.
Well, last time I was in the podcast, I was like running and doing bingos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't touched that game in like 4 months. More.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Keeping Sunshine hot and relevant is really difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're doing bingo or whatever. What do
you mean relevant?
I don't know, fresh.
Okay, I see what you mean.
The only thing that I have to do, like for Sunshine, I have to go to ESA and do 96 shines in 2 months. So I have to like just put my nose to the grindstone and play 96 over and over again, and I'm not feeling it. Genuinely not feeling it. I want to be like Pinkish.
So
you want to give up?
The thing is, ESA, and we can get into more ESA stuff soon. It's still like 2 months out, so I wouldn't worry too much about like motivation issues.
No, I'm not.
You seem, a few days ago you were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a 24-hour stream soon. Yo, at some point, Trey, you want to like commentate with me and like do like a practice comm? We should do like this, and this. Like, whoa, calm down. Like, it's still like 2 months out. Like, what are you going crazy over here?
Yeah, I let everybody in on Funky. Funky was in the call. In the pre-commentary or whatever, or post-commentary, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna let you guys in. I'm getting all my passport stuff figured out, and then everything will be lifted off my shoulders, and I'll be like free as a bird, and then I'll do a 24-hour stream. It might happen. I don't know, but the passport stuff is done. That's hype.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
nice.
awesome.
I don't have it in my hands physically, but it's all I went to the office and they were just like, give me all your stuff, and I was like, here's all my stuff, and they were just like, seems good.
All right.
By the way, I hate to cut off this passport convo, but I just a YouTube comment just came into my head again about how we should be better about like introducing our new guests and stuff. So, Funky, who are you exactly?
What?
Wow. You really gonna? First of all, you're really gonna cut off Sid and his passport story?
I mean, I'm sure there was more like, oh, I took a good picture, I looked really good. But no one
I
wants
actually
to hear
look like dog shit.
Okay, that's fair.
That's how everyone looks in their passport.
I do
photo.
too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when I got my passport taken, they told me specifically not to smile.
Yeah, I think they say that.
So you had to look.
I think it is
serious.
I think it's like that for most passports.
Yeah.
You know that in like so you guys don't have an ID photo, you guys only have driver licenses. We have both. So we have ID photos and then driver licenses. This is like totally off topic. But they allow us to smile in like our like national ID photos and like driver licenses.
Oh, but we can smile
now.
in license photos.
Yeah.
Oh, you can?
Just not passport, I don't think.
That's crazy.
Oh, really,
I think
Sid?
I actually don't know if we're allowed to smile in passports, but I have a feeling we are allowed.
Passport's a serious business.
I smiled in my Costco card picture.
Nice. Wait,
Nice.
Costco card's a picture?
Yeah, they do.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Can you use that as like a valid form of ID? That'd be so sick.
I think like as a secondary form of ID. You know how sometimes they are like you have your license and then they're like your school ID or something. You could do it as like your school ID because it has my name on it and a picture of me.
That's hype.
Huh.
I was specifically told not to smile during my passport photo. It made sense, but like because I was sitting there and I was just like I had a little bit of a grin or something. Like I don't have resting bitch face. I just have resting face. You know?
I definitely have resting bitch. I have like resting depressed face. I just look sad all the time.
And I'm just like I'm fine. Like I look pretty happy most of the time, so everybody's kind of cool with that. And they were just like, "You got to tone it down. Like you gotta frown."
I'm way too happy right now.
Like I was just sitting there, and she was just like, "No, you gotta like cool it." And I'm just like, "Oh, I wasn't. I was just sitting. All right, sure."
Come on, you're not pulling anyone. We're all miserable here. Come on.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, "Your forehead is shiny." And I'm like, "Yeah,
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Come on, why would you say that?
Well, she handed me a wipe to wipe my forehead to like remove sweat or something to make it less shiny. And I was just like, and my hairline isn't amazing, you know? So I'm sitting there going like, well, this is weird. And then when I got the photo later, I look like not like balding, but like not great in the hair department.
Damn.
So I'm just like, bro. But yeah, no
I'm
shiny
glad I never
forehead
have
for
to
me.
worry about that.
You don't?
My hair is
About
definitely going my
balding?
way. I'm worried about it. It's going bad for me.
Women bald sometimes? Is that not a thing?
Yeah, no, that
There's
is
a
a thing, but it's very uncommon.
Yeah. I wonder what like what is it from? It's like they say it's from your mother's dad's side or something like that. It
is from your mom's genes.
Yeah.
Like I guess it's like a recessive gene, but don't quote me on that. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Google
it's the
That's a
grandpa
better
thing.
doctor. No, I'm kidding. Don't Google it.
what we were talking about last week, it's like at the bottom of the commercial, it's like, don't quote me on that.
Oh yeah, it's like causes diarrhea,
For legal
vomiting,
purposes.
death. Yeah.
Just so you know, you don't quote me on that.
This isn't financial advice.
Yeah, not financial. That's like the number one saying of any YouTube video. Not financial advice, but you should really invest in this thing. It's going up.
But my goldfish is really good at picking stocks.
Oh yeah, the Michael Reeves video.
This isn't financial advice. Don't listen to your goldfish.
Okay, this isn't financial advice, but who is Funky exactly?
Oh yeah, we're back to
Yeah, I
this.
forgot. We have to circle back to that.
What's his name on his Costco card? Docs.
Yeah,
hey,
Dr.
Holy
Phil.
shit!
Yeah, man. I'm just like a guy. I used to call myself a streamer. I don't really stream anymore. I'm just like on the internet. I'm an IT professional by day.
Ooh.
I'm actually an engineer right now.
Poggies.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a guy. I just like play games. I don't even play games anymore, to be honest. I
You
just
like
exist.
SMS Bingo?
I like bingo. Bingo's pretty fun. I don't play it. I just watch it.
Oh, right. You just mainly commentated. That's right.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at it, though. I remember commentating like a match once with you, and it was pretty chill.
Yeah,
So.
I think that was. I remember that. Yeah, it's fun.
Pinkish, have you ever thought about commentating?
No. I think I'm a terrible commentator. I think I would be a terrible commentator. I don't know.
You just have to pretend you're streaming.
Listen, I think I've said this before, and you might be able to quote me on this, Funky, but I said I will only commentate if I am co-commentator with Funky.
Yeah, I think I remember. We should commentate together. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. But
Yeah,
I
let's do it.
I just don't have time, honestly.
Okay, yeah.
My day is pretty packed.
Fair enough.
And the rest of the hours that I have left in my day, I use it to suffer in League of Legends.
Yeah, you need to go to therapy.
I do. I used to, and that's when I didn't play League, and now I don't.
See,
go
now
to
it's all
therapy.
going downhill. You're playing League.
I'm crashing. Help.
Okay, I'm really curious. How much does therapy? How much did it help you in particular?
Me?
Yeah.
I think it actually did help me a lot. It helped me like realize that things weren't as bad as like my brain made them seem to be.
As bad as they were.
Yeah, as bad as they were, and well, they were bad. My brain just made them seem like my world was ending, and it was like comforting and like very grounding to have an outside party look in, like inside your brain and be like, hey. Just like calm down, journal a little bit, like tell yourself it's gonna be okay. You're alive, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm like overstressing, overthinking, and all this shit. So it was very helpful. I only went for like 8 months, and it was during a very this is going way too deep.
You don't have to get into it if you don't want to.
Listen,
tell me all your personal
I'll just
details.
say,
Come
like,
on.
I went to therapy because I was like in a very dark place in my life. I had gotten broken up with. I had to move out in a pandemic, and I had to live alone in a country I had no family. And so it was very stressful. And having that other person like be there for me every week and being able to like just let out everything without any judgment and receive some kind of feedback without judgment was very nice. So
That's hype.
I feel like I don't need it anymore, but I mean, I wouldn't mind going back. I am so stingy with my money. I'm like, I don't need it. I can get myself out of this depression in like 2 seconds. Listen, I'll just eat ice cream and it'll be fine. And it is. And it is.
Eat birthday cake Oreos.
Like, I feel like actually
And your
going to
sour
therapy
milk.
helped me like make me feel better. Like
I could spend this money on like a therapist every week, or I could spend it on sour milk and birthday cake Oreos. And,
exactly.
And I'm perfectly comfortable.
Yeah.
See, the thing is,
Exactly.
like, I've definitely had thoughts, because we all have those days where you're just not feeling up to it and everything's going bad, and it's like, man, what if it's always like this? Then the next day, like, you're back to normal again.
Yeah.
But on those days where it's all doom and gloom, I have that thought, like, should I try therapy? Is it time to start doing therapy? And then I go to the thought of, well, it costs money, and all of this is just in my head. Couldn't I just, like, trick myself into not being sad for free? Like,
honestly,
It's weird.
one of my favorite mottos in life is just fake it till you make it. And I just tell myself every day that things are going great, my life is great, I'm hot, I'm beautiful, and all this like assertive stuff. And like at the end of the day, I end up going to bed and I'm like, yeah, heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then I wake up next day and I'm like, god damn it, I have no friends.
I have to do it
all over
again.
Time to do it again.
I put so much effort yesterday into this same thing.
So maybe
See, like,
therapy is for when you can no longer fake it anymore. And then I was like, yeah, it's time for
Maybe.
therapy.
Yeah. Listen, I would definitely recommend, like, if you've been thinking about it, just try it, like, for a month and, like, set that money aside. And if you can get, like, a way to have, like, insurance, if you have any, like, have insurance cover some of it, I would definitely recommend going for, like, a month and see how you feel and see how it works for you. Like,
Yeah,
and there's no fault in that. And like, also keep in mind that not every therapist is going to work for you. I also tried a therapist for like 2 months and I kind of hated how it was working for me. Because I felt like it was way too one-sided on my side. Like, I felt like I would talk and talk and talk and I didn't receive any feedback from my therapist.
But how does
So I
that
was
make
like,
you feel?
Yeah, that's the generic thing. Yeah.
like that was like what she would literally say. All she said in that 1 hour, and I was paying her like a lot of money, and she would be like, so how does that make you feel? And like, she would not even leave me homework, which a lot of therapists actually do. And their homework is like, oh, just like journal on things that make you happy, or journal like whatever, you know, like it's
When
like
you said
therapist
I thought you were
homework,
gonna
I
say jerk off.
well, I mean, I'm not, don't quote me on this.
What kind of
Okay?
homework? I mean, to be fair, that does make you feel a little bit better. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. So I did try a therapist and it didn't work for me. So I switched it up, and like this other therapist that I got was like a lot more responsive to what I was saying, and she was like very much more comforting, and I felt like it was working in that point. So
Cool.
yeah, that's my advice on that.
Yeah, see, I'm not thinking about it at this very moment, but I know like a day will come where it's like, oh, fuck this. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, should I do it? And it's like, I always come back to like that neutral point where it's like, okay, I guess I'm fine. So it's just hard to justify, but
Yeah,
I don't know. The
I
option's
mean,
always there.
there's no harm in like just looking at therapist up and like just having
Sure.
their number or their contact info like on the side and be like, hey, if one day I really feel like I need it, I can just like, I already know that like I can contact this person, and then you already have, because like one of my like one of the things I struggle with is like looking doctors up. I'm like, oh my god, I have to look up a doctor. It's gonna take me
I'm way too
forever.
lazy
Oh
for
my
that.
god, you have
Yeah.
to go into your insurance page and all this
Yeah.
bullshit, and
It's
like,
nerve-wracking.
yeah,
nerve-wracking.
it takes a lot of time. It like personally, I don't know, maybe it's my brain that works that way, but to like have like maybe take time of your day to do a little research on a therapist,
Yeah.
and then like just shelve it for a little bit, and whenever you feel like you need it, then you already have it there and you already did the research.
Yeah. Well, it's like just doing things you're uncomfortable with. You just want to put that little bit of research into it, or just like have even like nowadays you can just kind of I've been thinking about doing I've never been on a plane before, right? So
you haven't? Oh my god. Okay, I need to hear all about how you're feeling going to ESA, which is like you've never been on a plane and you're flying to freaking Europe, like
that was my thought. Like, last
that
week
is a huge trip.
Last week I heard that Sid, he told me like I'd never been on a plane before, and I was like, dude, you're just going right out the get-go, going to Europe, first plane flight ever.
He's ripping off the Band-Aid.
No warm-up, we're just going right in, all right?
Yeah. I think I'll be fine. Like, what's funny is that I'm not nervous about the plane ride. Like, I'm nervous about, like, the pre and post.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't
honestly,
blame you.
Getting on and off, like figuring out where to go is definitely the hard part.
Yeah, that's why I kind of want to do like what you were saying, the research into like your doctor or like therapist, like having them in your back pocket instead of just like I want to do like one of those. There's probably something like it where it's just an airport tour or something, just a visual tour of like what you have to do and like the instructions as to what to, so that I can be like, okay, this, and not have to worry about anything in between. Like that, like doing my passport yesterday, I was so nervous about it. Like lying in bed beforehand, I was so nervous. And, but then
I feel so bad.
But it's just like literally like once you start doing it, it's way more comfortable. Because I just like stood in line and talked to the lady behind me, and we were just like shooting the shit for however long, and it was a 2-hour wait, and then once we got inside it was like perfectly fine, but I was still freaking out beforehand, being like, oh, do I have everything prepared and all of this. Like there was still like that nervousness in my head, which I'm perfect for like just governmental things, because I just always have everything like as pristine as I can do it, because I do not want anything going wrong whatsoever.
Listen, I don't blame you. I also had like a lot of anxiety when it came to flying, especially like the post and pre-flight thing. Like I wasn't even anxious on the plane.
I'm going to be in Denmark.
Yeah, that is actually really cool. But okay, so I do not blame you. The first time I flew to ESA, I flew by myself, so I did the whole plane thing by myself to Europe. I think this was the second time flying to Europe by myself, to a country I do not speak the language of or cannot read, which is really nerve-wracking.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm actually scared of. Sid at least knows like a little bit of Swedish.
No, okay, let me tell you guys this from the get-go. Don't be afraid to ask people around you where you are, or like where you can get to go to where you go. Like there's people at the front desk that have information.
Does everyone know English pretty much over there?
Oh yeah,
okay. Bro.
That's what I was.
I also about. Like thankfully when I arrived to Denmark, I didn't have when I went to ESA, I didn't have data. Like I don't think there was any Wi-Fi, I didn't know how the frick to buy my ticket, like to get on the train to get to Sweden.
So I was like, figure that out too.
Oh, but it's but I literally just asked someone there, and I was able to I think there is Wi-Fi because I got in contact with someone that was already at ESA, and they were like, oh, you have to do this and that. So it takes a little bit. Don't be too scared. Like if you're lost, literally just ask, because people will help you, and most of the time they will know English, and if they don't, there's always going to be someone that does.
I just walk up to people and I'm just like, hey, how's it going? So
yeah, that's
Canada.
Exactly what I need.
Well,
that is exactly what I did. No, that is exactly what I did.
How do I get back to Canada from here?
Just as boisterous as I usually am. It's like, so, hey, how's it going?
No, you should be extremely confident in your Swedish and try to like ask in Swedish.
Oh, that sounds like a horrible idea.
That'd be insane.
And see, Sid, you're not even gonna stand out much because you're tall, and people in Europe are tall, so you're not gonna be like intimidating to anybody.
I'm gonna be tall and dirty blonde. I'm gonna be.
Oh yeah,
you're literally gonna be European.
Yeah.
People in like Norway and stuff are really tall, right?
Sweden's
I think the ones in the Netherlands are the tallest people.
Hey, I am Dutch, so I like. Well, what's funny is that my mom has been to Holland or the Netherlands or whatever, and she's like talked to family, or like she's met up with old family from the past, like relatives of her father and relatives of her mother, and she apparently saw a set of twins that were about my age, that she was just like, okay, so if you were to put yourself in between the two of them, you would have been the triplet. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that's dope.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm not like too worried. Like if I'm fine with doing the like tour in like on the plane, I'm fine with on the plane, because I'm just like, hey, you're all coming down with me. Like,
Oh yeah, the plane's the least scary part by far.
like we're all in the same. If a plane goes down, we're all in the same situation. Like, I got.
Yeah,
have the
you're
peace
right.
of mind knowing that everyone around you is going to die too.
Yeah, I have the peace of mind of that everybody. Like, if we do survive, you know what? God willing, if we do survive the plane crash, then it's just like, okay, so how do we get out of this together? You know. I'm
yeah,
like,
actually,
I guess
it's only a good outcome because if you die, then you're like one of the once every 5-year plane crashes that ever happen.
Yeah.
And then if you live, you have an amazing story to tell. So
perfect.
It's a win-win.
And you probably will get like free flights for the rest of your life.
Oh,
yeah,
true.
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
If you do, like, if your plane crashes and you survive,
And you don't
will
have like
most likely-
PTSD from
Do I
flying,
want to
yeah.
be on
Yeah.
a plane? Do I want to be on a plane again after that?
Exactly.
I probably would. I would. I don't think I would care. I think I would go to therapy for like a year, and then I'd be like, okay, I think I'm done.
No, I
I
think-
want to
Oh,
go to like.
well, good
I
thing
want to
put
go to
that-
Greece.
Good thing I put that money away. I have my
I have
therapist.
the research done. I have the
Yeah,
number
yeah,
on my
yeah.
phone.
See, actually, let me tell you something. I've learned a lot about gambling from Grinding King Boo, right?
Okay, sure.
And
Yeah.
if anything, if I was in a plane crash, because of Gambler's prophecy, right?
Yeah.
There is like no chance it'll happen to me again because it's already happened
Yeah,
once.
I
Yeah.
mean the RNG.
To be in
of it
2
happening
plane
to
crashes,
you
there's
again.
no way. There's no way, right?
Well,
The probabilities are 0.
Well, you've heard of the people that it's just like, oh, I was struck by lightning twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that's
yeah,
like
I've heard that.
they say that because it's insanely unlikely.
Yeah.
It's like you're not gonna get in 2 plane crashes, let alone 1. Like one's not
You're
gonna
not
happen.
going to get a plane
Yeah.
crash.
But yeah, long story short, talking about plane crashes, I'm not worried about that. Knock on
Yeah,
wood. Knock on wood now. I have to knock
If
on
it was
wood.
like in the middle of the Atlantic somehow, it'd be kind of awkward. But you
Yeah,
know.
that'd be awk, you know? That's a heavy
So
awk.
are you doing like a direct flight, or are you doing
Yeah,
layovers?
God,
direct
I
to-
wish.
Direct to Denmark.
Oh yeah, that's so much better when you're flying first. I would not recommend doing a layover if you're flying for the first time.
No.
That would suck.
Oh no, that is it is terrifying.
How many flights have you both been on?
I've only been on one.
You've only been on one?
I don't travel, dude. I'm like broke as shit.
Okay, fair. I've been on, I don't know, way too many to count in one hand or 2 hands.
Nice.
I've been on too many planes.
Too many planes.
Yeah.
I've been on like maybe like half a dozen with family, then like, well, including layovers, like at least a dozen just by myself, but like all GDQs and stuff.
Oh,
So-
damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think about, I don't know how many flights by myself I've been on, but a lot, especially recently. Well, I went to college in the US, so I would come home for the summer and the spring. Like I would go home and go back, and every time I would fly by myself. So there was like 2 times where I had layovers, and I got stuck in Aruba for a day.
Oh, that sounds like the worst.
I don't even know where that is.
Where is that?
It is. I think it's in the Caribbean. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Oh no, a tropical paradise. No.
Yeah, that's
Sounds like a
exactly-
vegetable.
Oh man, I got stuck in Aruba.
They probably have succulent seafood.
Dude, I thought I was gonna die. It's next to Curacao, which is in Venezuela, like the coast of Venezuela. So I had a layover there, and then last minute the flight attendant was like injured or something, and they didn't have a
fuck?
replacement. So I had to like stay there. The whole flight was stuck in
So
Aruba
you had
for
to
a day.
replace them?
I had to what?
You had to become the flight attendant?
Oh shit! Imagine that.
I volunteer as tribute to become the
Volunteers
flight attendant.
tribute. No, we had to stay, and it was really terrifying. That was the first time I got like a flight got canceled in a country I wasn't even like part of, or
Yeah, that's
like I wasn't
scary.
even like pretending to be there. I was like, oh no, this is not good. I'm very scared. But thankfully, the flights the airline was like, hey, we'll pay for your hotel, and I'm like, oh, thank
That's
God.
nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, yeah. Well, if it's on them, then it's their responsibility.
Yeah,
at that
Yeah,
point.
but there's times that the airlines are like, oh no, fuck
Yeah,
you.
they're shitty.
Yeah, they're like, oh, the flight, you can't make the flight, so you got to figure out your own arrangement and your own travel and your own everything, and it's like,
Oh man.
what the heck? So I was stressing.
Oh, see,
But-
thankfully, when I went to Glitch Infinite, the day I was going to leave originally, it snowed like crazy, and it got delayed for like a whole day.
Oh.
And thankfully, like, I was put onto another flight, then that one was canceled, then put onto a separate flight automatically. So I'm glad they automatically put you to the next best option. That's really handy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it depends on the airline.
Yeah, I think I was with like Delta this time. I either do like Delta or United typically.
Delta is best.
Do you guys have like a thing that you do while you're traveling, like gaming?
Nintendo Switch every day, all day.
I actually play solitaire in my phone.
Whoa.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's like the one game I have in my phone right now.
Really?
Like,
When I'm
what is it?
super
I think
bored.
it's called, it's called solitaire or spider. I don't remember which one of the two.
Oh,
But
Spider
that's
Solitaire.
the one thing I play the shit out of that game when I'm flying. I don't know why. It just like makes me less stressed.
Wow.
I
didn't know how to play
also
solitaire.
always buy some type of like candy or food and a drink, and
For a ridiculous
And then
price
just
at the
chill.
airport.
yeah, I don't care.
$400.
Fair enough.
Well,
Yeah,
well, at that point,
what if I die on the plane? I didn't spend the money on the drink.
well, at that point, you're spending so much money doing whatever you're doing to travel anyway. So you're just like,
exactly.
I'm gonna spend $8 for this, $16 for this beer. Like whatever.
Yeah, I don't
feel like
care.
there's some kind of logical fallacy there somehow. The money's still money, right?
Yeah, but like when you're sitting at home, you're like, okay, do I drive to Wendy's and spend $9 for a combo, or do just or when you're already out and doing stuff, you're
Yeah.
just more likely to just be like, yeah, fuck it, just like I'm trying to
Yeah.
get home, like I'm trying to
Yeah,
get this.
Exactly.
see, I see what you're saying. It's like that fallacy where it's like people will go super out of their way to get 50% off on like a $10 item, but like 5% off a $5,000 item, who really cares? Even though the 5% off a $5,000 item, you save way more money. So
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to spend like $4,000 though, or however the math works.
I mean,
Listen.
on a thing worth that much, that'd be nice.
Listen, Trey, I thought about it, and I'm still gonna spend the $16 on a beer. I don't care.
Yeah,
I will.
Sometimes you need to relax. You know.
Listen,
True.
there has not been a time where I didn't feel stress at the airport, because the airports are the most stressful thing for me. Not even the plane; it's just the airport.
Yeah.
And being able to comfort myself with something like buying food or buying a drink or buying water,
Yeah.
it always helps me just be
Airports
like,
are just such a weird place to be because you have like people from all swaths of the world going every which way. It's even weirder in COVID times when everyone has a mask on.
yeah.
It's just like so bizarre being in there. But I guess the mask thing is like a little more, you don't have to have one now. I probably still will. But like, yeah.
I haven't traveled in a while. I haven't traveled since August, I think.
I
been
know
a while.
I know that I don't have to have a negative test for COVID in order to fly now. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They lifted
Only your
that restriction.
vaccinations, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not insane.
So-
I might get a booster before I go, just for fun.
I think one booster's enough for me. I think I'm good for the rest of my life.
Yeah, just a casual booster. You know.
So
How
are
many
you
boosters have you gone, Sid?
I have how many boosters?
Yeah.
No, 0. I haven't gotten any
Like
boosters.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Zero? Oh, you haven't
boosters,
gone
or-
it? I haven't
I-
gone it either.
I have double vax, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'm also
boosted.
double vax, and I haven't gotten my booster, and I'm like almost a year. No, I'm kidding. I'm not a year late, but I'm like a lot of months late, and I am always like, I'm gonna get it next week, and then I'm like, well, next week I gotta work. It's like I just don't want to feel shitty for the next 4 days, and I'm like, oh man.
Well, what was your? I'm assuming you're both double vaxxed.
Yeah,
I am.
I'm double vaxxed with a booster.
Yeah. Well, when I say you both, I mean the guests, Trey.
Oh, my bad.
Frick.
What's up,
Yeah,
everyone?
Oh.
What's up, everyone? Yeah. Well, so I assume you're both double vaxxed. Did you guys have any negative symptoms from the vaccinations?
I actually didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
How big?
Well, no, it made my dick smaller. That's the
Oh,
thing.
see, that's weird because the same thing happened to me.
Yeah, right? Like I used to have like 12 inches, and then after that I was like 3. I was like, what? You
Dude,
know,
I
it's-
can still relate, man. That sucks.
Yeah, it's wild. But
I will never get that
Have you
booster
guys
again.
heard the hoax that they made like the vaccines would make your boobs bigger?
No, I haven't heard that one, but I should try
Yeah,
that.
it made mine smaller too. Like what the fuck?
That's so weird.
Damn.
Damn.
Crazy.
It did the reverse effect, dude.
I knew the
Yeah.
government was onto something with these vaccines, I swear.
No, it gave me like a headache, and I was like so fatigued, and I like was really hot. I had like such bad shivers at night. Like it was really hot and then it was freezing and I was like sweating. It was horrible. I couldn't sleep.
That's a fever for you.
Yeah, but it was like the worst fever I ever had in my life. It's crazy.
I had the same thing, and then like a day later, it just went away entirely.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, then you were okay. I didn't have any.
I literally had no side effect at all.
Well,
only a sore arm, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Maybe we were just built different.
Yeah.
You guys are built. You guys were like.
They didn't give you the shot.
You guys were born COVID ready.
They just gave me plasma.
It was placebo.
I was so sad.
They just had an empty needle and they poked you and like, okay, you're good. Like, okay.
Yeah, I think you guys got pranked. I think only Funky and I have the real vaccine.
You guys are part of a study.
I am not gonna I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I was going home and like the day after, I didn't feel any symptoms. I was like, wait, did I actually get vaccinated or not? I was so scared. I was like, wait, I didn't actually feel like I got vaccinated. And then the second time, like the second shot, I also didn't feel any. I was like, am I getting pranked? Is this a prank?
Wow.
Am I?
Yeah, because like my mom was so worried. She was just like, oh, I'll drive you there, like, and I'll wait in the van for you to like take the shot and come home. And I was just like, I'm perfectly like I'm fine. Like like this is okay. And then I did
like
the second
too
one.
much.
Yeah, and then I went the second one on my own. I'm like, I'll be okay. And then just like the only symptom I had was if you touched the spot where I got the shot, it would kind of hurt, and I'm just like, okay, awesome, great.
I thought it was kind of weird how after you get the shot, they make you wait there for like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
and if you have an extreme reaction, they don't want you to like die in your car, you know.
Yeah,
I'm wondering how people have actually had that reaction like that quickly though. Like,
somebody did at my first vaccination. The people in the chair northeast of me, so front right.
Wow, so specific.
Yeah.
How many degrees?
About 35 front.
Was it northeast or northeast east?
Do you have coordinates of the
northeast, chair? You know, like
okay.
A little bit like north of east. Yeah, and they were sitting. There were a pair of them, and the dude sitting beside his, I'm assuming, girlfriend, could be his sister. I don't fucking know. And like he at some point started just kind of. I don't know what he was doing. He was like moving a little weird, and she went and got a nurse, and then the nurse came over and like sat him on the floor, put his legs up on the chair, and so that he was lying on his back, and then his feet were on the chair, and he was just like having I like sweats or something, and
he might have like gotten a shock or something.
That sounds like he was just like in shock from like seeing a needle or something like that,
but this was like
he was just in panic.
Like they were sitting there for like 8 minutes before anything happened. So the fact that like
we'll see, like you are getting a shot of something that is kind of crazy and came out really fast, and like, you know, people are like, oh, I don't know if I want to get the vaccine because blah blah blah, and people like that are in fear that something's gonna happen to them. So like the fear sets in, and then they start having those panics.
Happen.
The brain is a strong thing.
100%.
Like if you feel like you're gonna have symptoms, I used to be hypochondriac when I was a kid, which is like you imagine that you have symptoms or like a medical issue that you don't have, and I used to freak out at like the smallest thing and think I'm like, oh, I'm dying. Like, oh, I'm dying of cancer, I'm dying of whatever, and just
me.
And but your brain does trick yourself into thinking those things. Like if you just like focus hard enough and believe enough that just like, oh, my arm is itchy, your arm will get itchy, and like I swear it. And
it's powerful.
And the brain is a miraculous thing. So if you just ignore it or whatever, and then the symptom stays, then maybe you can get worried about it. But like, well, I know the way my body works, and it's just like, eventually I've started to be more positive about it. But yeah, when I was like hypochondria was, the hypochondria itself ravaged my body.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I feel like I was also a hypochondriac when I was a kid, and even a little bit now as an adult. I'm like, oh, yep, it's cancer. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow, it is all of it is cancer. I always in my brain think like, yep, this is cancer. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm dying.
But then the way you get hypochondria is just like, oh, I'm okay with dying. And then hypochondria stops. And you're just like, oh, okay. Well, because I was okay with dying, everything stops. It's like
you know, like this actually, I'm going to assume this doesn't happen to you guys because you guys don't have uterus.
Uteri?
Uteri.
Yeah. Is that actually the word for
probably uteruses?
Uteruses.
Cactuses.
But phantom pregnancies are a thing. Like whenever you get a pregnancy scare, like your brain will make you think and believe that you're pregnant, but you're definitely not.
Oh,
but like your
terrifying.
body, it is crazy. Your body will like blow and you will feel like tired and fatigued and like all these symptoms of pregnancy will start showing up, and it's like, I don't know if it's just PMS or am I really pregnant? But it's horrible, and it happens. And like if you've like you're what's it called? Sexually active, and you have a uterus, you will definitely most like 90% of the time it will happen where you're like, oh my god, am I really pregnant? And like your brain just plays tricks and your body reacts to it. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Why couldn't phantom pregnancy be like having a ghost baby? That'd be way cooler.
That would be way cooler.
Casper coming out.
So wait, are you going to ESA, Pinkish? I know you're like in that group, but you're thinking about it.
I really want to go. I have a hotel situation figured out, so I already have a free hotel that I don't have to pay for, so that's great. So I would only really have to pay for like my flight and probably like my outside food. But flights are really expensive right now, so I am very much considering that expense and doing my math, even though like I'm getting paid really well and I don't have to pay bills and shit, but like it's still a lot of money. It's like $1,600, and that
Damn.
I don't know if I want to spend on going to Europe, you know?
It's a lot, yeah. I see, mentally I was prepared for like a crazy amount of money already, so it's like, yeah, I'll pay that cost.
Yeah. I mean, before, when I went to ESA or like even GDQs, to the GDQs I've been to, not to toot my own horn, but Stream always pays for it, so I don't have to really spend my actual money to go to GDQs and ESA. But now that I'm making my own money, I'm like, well, I don't know if that is an expense that I want to like participate in. But I'm really thinking about it. I really want to go. There's a lot of people that I want to meet that are going. So I'm hoping that the prices go down even a little bit and see if I can factor that into.
Is there a chance that like do flights fluctuate as the months go on? Like if I buy a ticket like a week from now, it could be like $100 less. Mm-hmm.
They do.
Okay, I might like just see. I heard a rumor. Tell me if this is like you heard about this or it's true or
true.
not. Okay, thank you, Foggy. Thank you. Is there a thing if you like look at a flight on Google or something? Okay.
No, I'm serious.
Foggy's very confident in this.
I am confident in this.
So basically, I've heard a thing where the more you check a specific flight, the more expensive it gets. The more you check it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Because like the
I did not know that.
The algorithm like knows that someone wants to have that flight, so like it goes up in price over time.
Oh,
yeah,
so like I'm afraid to keep checking the same flight constantly, because like what if the website knows that I want this and like jacks the price up or something? So I don't know.
I don't know if that might be a hoax, honestly.
She's incognito.
You never know. I've heard that.
That is true. You could use incognito. But I always track flight prices on Google Flights. I just track the prices and I always get an email if the price goes up or down. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm tracking, and they're at like 1.6K, and I'm like, I don't know about that, but we'll see. I also have to spend like 2K on a laptop if I want to go, because I want to work part-time while I'm away. Like I don't think my boss will be like, no, you can't take the time off, but I won't be getting paid for that week, and I want to get paid, you know. So I would rather work, and a lot of stuff will probably be going on in July, so I don't know what my work schedule is going to be, so I'll have to figure that out. But I really do want to go. I miss ESA. A lot of people that are my friends are going, so. And I haven't seen my friends in like 2.5 years. The heck?
and we'll be there.
I know.
Yay.
Yay.
And hey, okay.
Yay. I don't want to fucking hang out with this bitch. Like, what the fuck?
If you weren't sold yet, we're going to be there. So,
Thank God I'm
the
not
choice
going.
is yours. Anyway, so this is actually a bit of a surprising thing that only me and Rasmus knows so far. Speaking of friends and people, so guess what? Sid or anyone, I guess.
I don't know. What are you talking about to Rasmus about? Like, I don't know.
I didn't know you guys talked like that.
A very special person to me. Turns out they'll be going. They messaged me recently like, oh, Trey, I heard you were going to this thing. There's no way that could be true. And I'll be rooming with him now, and he actually has a room. We're going to have like a 4-person room set up. Looking for a 4th, actually. But it's none other than Hidden Power 13.
Yeah, that's what I would have guessed.
Whoa.
Because he's from Europe, so like, yeah, it makes sense. But dude, it's crazy because I actually haven't seen this guy. I met Hidden Power 13 7.5 years ago.
Holy crap.
At HDQ 2015. Yeah, it's been that long. For those who don't know, he is basically like an older school than me and Sid, Sunshine player, who basically was one of the main reasons I got into the game. I came across his runs and stuff and was like, oh, this looks really cool. He was the first person who followed me on Twitch, also a fun fact.
Whoa.
And yeah, I'll be rooming with him and 2 other random people because we don't really care who we get as long as
randoms, yeah,
random people. As long as
That's
they're not
cool.
total freaks, I'm cool with anyone. So
How are you going to know that until you're there?
Because we'll find out, YOLO. Man.
Do they have to pass the funky test?
What? Ooh, yeah, the funky test. We all know that is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them, Funky.
Yeah, so, you got to make sure that they don't bring their fuzzy cuffs. And,
why not?
Just,
I'll just bring my own.
Yeah, bring your own.
Please wear socks at all times. We don't want to see feet.
Yeah, you don't want to see their feet.
No feet.
Oh, yeah,
unless they're
yeah.
hot and they have good... I mean...
Unless they have
What?
nice, hot feet.
Yeah, so that's the test, is you got to, like,
Clip toenails,
lick their
please.
toes.
Shave your toenails.
How nice are your feet?
All right, I'll be sure to run the funky test on them so that they are
All right.
suitable roommates for me.
So you want a room at ESA with me and Hidden Power. All right.
Let's see how this goes.
Can you send feet pics?
Yeah.
It's like, this is the first hurdle of many hurdles.
God damn it.
Oh.
So do you have like any? Who else do you want to commentate with you, Sid? Like, is there? I assume there's like a couch situation.
I assume so. Yeah.
GDQ?
So at ESA, my 96 chance run's going to be in, and it's going to be you, and me, and you for sure,
At least.
And then we have like a bunch of other Sunshine heads going, and if Pinkish is going, she's gone, and then
Heck yeah.
and like we have the pick of the litter. I was thinking perhaps Rudhira, just for a little bit of fun, but
Wow, you're gonna have females in your couch? Wow.
Gross. I'm not watching.
Cringe.
Yeah, that's really cringe.
I'm kidding. I love Rudhira.
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
but that's
You're
what
like,
I was.
oh yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. I know that there's like a bunch of people that we could figure it out, but I'm not really prioritizing like, oh, if you've played the game forever, you're on the couch. Like Trey and I can kind of cover that,
Or like any percent PB or something.
Yeah, like I don't really.
Honestly, I think I personally would choose people who I have good chemistry with.
Yeah.
And would make a good fun commentary. Because
Hell yeah.
what I've been noticing recently more in like GDQ commentating like runs, and that's fine. Like if that's what you want to do with your run, that's fine. But it's not my cup of tea. And I think we talked about it in like my episode too. Like when like back in the day when we did the podcast, that if you do like if your commentary is all just like instructive and like it's just so linear, like it's gonna be boring. Like if it's not, if it doesn't have any sauce, it's gonna be boring, man.
It's
Wait,
more
you sound
important.
perplexed by this, Funky.
Yeah, because from my perspective, I think I would want someone who I don't have chemistry with so that they could just sit there and analyze everything I'm doing and just spew that out. Like, I think that'd be more entertaining as a viewer.
That does sound pretty fun to me.
Right?
Wait, I don't know if you're being serious.
No, like, imagine...
He's being dead ass.
Yeah, if I'm sitting on the sofa and let's say, I guess, someone I don't have chemistry with, like Sid or something that I really hate, they're sitting next to me, I'm not going to talk to them. I'm going to ignore them the whole time. And they have no choice but to...
Because you ignore them, you get a better run.
Exactly. And they have no choice but to only talk about my gameplay because they don't know anything about me. So then, the viewer's going to have the most fun.
I disagree. Totally.
That makes perfect sense to me.
What the hell?
That makes sense to me. Maybe, yeah.
I do not like watching those runs on GDQ.
I was just kidding, just for the record.
Okay. Yeah. I thought you were so serious. I was like, listen, this is the situation where I don't know you. So I don't know where you're being serious.
It was pretty convincing when he said that he hated Sid. Like, I don't know.
Like Funky and I, like Funky's only here because it was requested.
I thought he was just making an example.
No, I generally don't like Sid.
God, why do we do commentary so much?
That's the reason. I'm giving you the facts.
Yeah, I like sometimes I cut you off and I'm just like, does he hate me? And now I know. Now I know for sure. But yeah,
wait. I think Funky's up to something.
Right?
I think back to our episode, right?
Sure.
Like
the
first episode
let's talk about the episode that Funky wasn't here. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm on something. Remember how one of I don't know if it's the two of you or one of you said that you guys thought that I didn't like you?
Oh, Trey.
Really?
Oh, I thought that you didn't, or no. I thought that I followed you on Twitter. I think it was you, Trey. Wait, I thought I was like, or no, I thought that I followed you on Twitter, but then I didn't.
Oh, dang. Okay, then never mind.
Wait, no, I was talking about that. You're thinking like that GDQ story where I thought that I inspired you, but then it was like, no, Bouncy Boy inspired me.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. In my head, it clicked that way. But yeah.
But what was you gonna
never
say,
mind. I was going to make the connection that, our podcast episode was so great because one of you thought that I hated you.
Oh, yeah.
Or
maybe
vice
Funky was
versa.
right after all.
Yeah.
But with Pinkish and the vibes, like, I think Trey and I, like you and I, can probably just cover the knowledge base or whatever to just be like, okay, well, he's doing this for this reason or whatever.
That's all I'm going to do. It's only going to be knowledge, nothing else.
Like if we want to cover
for the vibes,
if we want to cover anything like that, we have that, and then like other than that, it'd just be like vibes on the couch. So
only brains.
Damn, that sounds sick as hell, dude. Bob's on the couch.
Bob's on the couch.
Vibes on the couch.
You gotta bring the Bobs on the couch when you have a. I mean, if we could, dude. I have yet to see a couch recapture the TOEFL 2013 vibes. That was something else, honestly.
The
I don't know what that
crew.
is.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure it was before both of you guys' times. Not like Sid, but.
Like I don't even like. I was thinking about it just like if anybody could, it could be like us two. But like I don't know if you can really recapture it with people that play the game.
Well, first of all, I'm not gonna do for you.
You're not gonna do for me.
I'm not gonna do for you. That's right.
Dude,
I've put my foot down.
We've known each other for 8 years, and we're gonna meet each other in person for the first time at ESA. And you're not gonna do for me.
I will not do for you.
Wow.
I've said it.
What is happening?
Are we not friends? Are you Funky in the scenario where he was explaining to Pinkish that I wasn't friends with him?
He's opening his eyes, I'm like educating him or something.
See, if you're at all confused, there was a thing in the TOEFL 2013 run called the do crew where you would do to the secret music in Sunshine.
That's what I assumed.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I'm doing it now, but I'm not gonna do it for Sid. Fuck them.
They really liked doing it, and that was like a lot of people's first like experience of the Sunshine Run. And it was fun and stuff. Like, but it was Tofool who played the game, and then a bunch of people that haven't played the game. So it's just like what is the couch gonna do? Explain what a spin jump is?
Yeah, they were just having a good time.
Have fun, yeah.
It was just vibes on the couch.
Vibes on the couch, bro.
Vibes on the couch. But yeah, that's I haven't really thought about it too much, but in 2 months we'll figure it out. You can have a say.
Random Q. What video games have y'all been up to recently?
You know this answer.
League of Legends.
Yeah.
Mario Sunshine? No.
No. I have not. I literally have not opened that game in many months.
I love to open Sunshine. Funky, what was the last game you played?
The last game I played technically was Fall Guys, but that was because I was streaming and I didn't know what else to play, so I just played.
How much Fall Guys have you played?
I don't know, like 10 hours.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That's perfectly like I think I'm around that range.
That's about where you get bored forever.
Yeah. I got bored like a day after release. So it was like, oh, okay, that happened. You know?
Dude, Fall Guys was massive. Holy shit.
Okay, wait. You know what? I actually lied. I've been playing Dead by Daylight, and I did recently start playing BioShock, but I have not played it in like 2 months.
Ooh, wait, the original one?
Yeah.
Yes, I
played
that
the remastered one.
Oh, it's a remaster. I didn't even know that. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I might want to check that out because I played the original BioShock on the 360, and I quite enjoyed it. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's a good game. I just feel like I'm lost in the story. Like I don't know what the heck is going on. I just like killing and harvesting.
What's that guy's
the children.
name? Andrew Ryan, or whatever. Andy Ryan.
I've never played.
I literally don't even know what the character's name is. Like the guy that I'm playing, I don't even know what his name is.
I think it's Andy.
I think it's Big Daddy.
Yeah,
he's Big Daddy.
Hell yeah. I call him Big Daddy.
Not since the vaccine. Not since the vaccine has anybody called me Big Daddy.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
God damn.
Well, recently I've been playing a new game, Subnautica. Have you heard of it?
Oh man,
Have you played it?
I've heard really good things about it.
I would never play that. That shit looks terrifying.
Yeah, that looks so terrifying. I would only watch.
I think that so far I've only just scratched the surface on the terrifyingness. So for the most part, it's a really super chill game. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, so picture Minecraft.
Okay.
If exploring the overworld was actually fun. And that's Subnautica. And there's a lot more water.
Fun.
But basically, I picked this game up a few days ago. I think I have like 10 hours in it so far. And for the most part, you're just like collecting resources, making all this futuristic gear to make better equipment to explore the water. Like you make a sub at some point, you upgrade it so you can go deeper and deeper each time. You just sort of go out, find what you can. There's like radio stuff. I don't want to spoil the weirdly threatening enemies that you encounter, but all I'm going to say is if anyone is familiar with Echo the Dolphin, you know what's up. So, but yeah, it's really fun so far. I feel like I'm, again, just scratching the surface. Like, I encountered this weird metallic base at some point. I'm not going to spoil, like, who's behind the base or anything, or, like, what weird entities are involved. But, man, like, there was a moment where I truly felt isolated, and it was just, I was starstruck at I really want to say what it is, but I can't say because I don't want to ruin it for you guys. But just trust me, it was amazing. All I can say is I truly feel immersed in this game, and this is a game where like I genuinely like if there was a reason to justify getting a VR headset, I would love to play this game in VR. It'd be so sick.
Wait, not Among Us?
Not Among Us in VR. No.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I think Subnautica in VR would be like insanely insane.
That just sounds so scary.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'd probably shit my pants, but I'd feel alive. So.
But I'd be so immersed, like I wouldn't feel it. You know,
I wouldn't even
be immersed
notice.
in my fear. You know.
Yeah.
Are there even like Subnautica like speedruns?
Oh yeah, probably. I think that I've seen like a video titled "How They Conquered Subnautica in 30 Minutes," and I'm like,
not
cool.
Clickbait.
I'm like 10 hours in. I haven't really accomplished shit, but cool. It really like it's like a sort of a. You can really take your time with this game, and like there's so many. There's an item description for every item you can scan, like all different kinds of plant life, and there's like all these logs of stuff, and there's all like basically when the game starts, it's apparent that like you were an escape pod from this enormous ship, I think called the Aurora or something.
Yep.
And like in the distance, there's like the crashed enormous ship you can actually like swim up to like 1,000 meters away.
Whoa.
And I've only died once so far when I attempted to like swim around the Aurora, and this big ass freak, I don't even know what it was, just like swam up. First, like it swiped at me. I was like, what was that? Turn around. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And I died.
Yeah, dude. I couldn't do that.
They wanted me not to go that way.
I was scared of eel when playing Sunshine as a kid.
Right?
I would not play Subnautica.
And the thing is, like, the dangers, right? You would think, I'm not afraid of some sharks or krakens. Like, that's just, Pirates of the Caribbean shit. Who cares? But there are greater dangers than just mere sea life. It's pretty terrifying. So
I think that's one of the reasons I haven't gone into Sea of Thieves. It's just too scary. What if like a megalodon just like appears and I die? I don't know.
Isn't Sea of Thieves just like boats again? Like you're
like a pirate.
It's just boats, right? Isn't it just boats?
Well, not really. It's kind of like an exploratory type game where you have a ship, like a pirate ship, and you're kind of like a pirate, and then you go to islands and you scavenger hunt, and then you fight other people in boats, and then you also kill sea animals and stuff like that.
So I'm not wrong.
No.
Oh, okay. Trey talking about Subnautica got me thinking about this. Okay, so Funky.
Yeah.
Trey mentioned Minecraft.
Okay.
Do you know where I might be going if I just say Minecraft?
Do you know what Minecraft is?
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Give me a refresher.
So a few months ago, Funky actually did a Minecraft tournament.
I forgot about this.
So I had it like in my brain. I'm like, oh, I should bring that up on the podcast. So Funky did a Minecraft tournament thing and invited a bunch of people from your Twitter or something. And then I was informed of it pretty late and signed up like last minute.
Mm-hmm.
And the first round of the Minecraft tournament, just like a bunch of random people, like Rasmus was in it, Rude Hero was in it, I was in it. And just like a bunch of people I didn't know.
Wait, when was this? What?
A few months ago, like
This is
January.
in January.
Yeah.
I remember this.
I don't even remember those.
And we were in it. And the first round. Okay, so Trey, you know how little I play Minecraft, right?
Oh, dude, but you do love making bridges.
I love making bridges. And
wait, hold on. If the tournament was a bridge making tournament, Sid would have swiped the floor with you guys.
I would have swiped it.
Make note for next time. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first round was a Minecraft alpha knowledge quiz.
No, actually, I might be good at that.
It wasn't an alpha knowledge quiz. It's just like a little trivia thing. And
was
if you
just
played
like
the game, you would know.
Like what? Well, what block came? What in development of Minecraft? What block was first made?
Okay, listen. The choices were like stone, dirt, or nether chest. It's like it's pretty fucking obvious, dude. Like you had to play the game for 10 minutes.
Cobblestone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but how many? Okay, you have to defend yourself for this because it was like the first phase, it was 50-50, and you could just kind of jump through and like which mob was
you kind of
first.
Figure it out.
Yeah, which mob was first. The second round was like which block was developed first, and they got hard. They got real hard.
Wait, give me some examples. I want to see if I know this.
Like it was like I don't. Funky, do you know any of them?
Okay, it was like. Let me try to think. I think it was like what block came last or something, and it would be like
in alpha.
No, not just alpha, just in Minecraft, in the history of the whole game.
I don't fucking know. Some weird
That's the thing.
Wizard.
That's the
block.
thing. If you don't know, then that's probably the answer. You know what I mean? It's like, you know stone, you know dirt, you know like all this shit.
But it wasn't stone and then dirt and then something else every time.
Bro, it was like nether brick, nether fence, or like fucking I don't know, something else. And then you'd be like, oh, it's that one.
But,
wait, what kind of tournament is this? Like a pop quiz? What is this?
Okay, listen. We were trying, it was me and my friend June, and we were creating this like Minecraft tournament just because it would be fun, like an event. And we had like, it was just us two creating the whole thing, okay? It's not like we had a build team or anything. So the first event we did was like a trivia-based event where it's like you jump to the answer you think it is, and if you don't get it right, then you die and you have to like start over. And then when you get to the end, you click a button and you win, and it's like whoever gets it first.
Like, so like this is in Minecraft.
It's in Minecraft, yeah.
Okay.
So the first thing was a trivia thing.
It wasn't like an exam.
I thought you were just like asking questions to people. It's like
no. It wasn't that hard. It's like if you never play the game, you wouldn't get it. Which I didn't like when we had a Google form. Okay, we sent it to people and we're like, "Tell us your experience level. How long have you played the game?" And everyone put they were a fucking pro. It's like okay, everyone's. Like,
I did not put I was a pro.
Yeah, there's no way Sid put that. Yeah.
I put
okay. It's like some people put there's like 2 beginners and like 20 pros. They're like, okay, fine. And then everyone complained about it. It's like, oh, you all fucking lied then because you're all stupid. Because I thought it was easy, and I'm like, I barely play this game, you know?
You know, it's the Dunning-Kruger thing. Everyone thinks they're more experienced than they really are.
But yeah, so there was like, I don't know how many people were in the first round, like 15 or 18 or whatever.
Something like that.
2 people got eliminated in the first round. I was one of them.
Nice.
Sid, how does it feel?
Man.
Sid, how does it feel to be the one, like the second guy that they don't know shit about Minecraft? Because Funky said 2 people said they weren't pros, and you're one of them.
I don't know.
I you know what? Actually, I'm perfectly fine with it. At first, I was just like, I was sitting there like jumping through, just like randomly picking these things, and I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I'm done. I'm okay. Like
the first step is acceptance.
And then I got to watch the rest of the matches, and I'm just like, there was a maze, and there was like a parkour one, and then there was an imitation, like, is it Hexagon from Fall Guys?
Yeah, it's like TNT Run.
At the end, and I was sitting there going like, dude, I could have if you started with any of these other ones, I would have made it to round 2. Swear.
Yeah, why would you start with the fucking quiz? That sounds like the lamest one.
That was the easiest one.
Oh, the easiest. Well, I guess you would have stood no chance then.
I'm terrible. Yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up. I just remember you brought up Minecraft, and then I had a flashback to 3 months ago and crying.
That sounds pretty fun though. I mean,
yeah,
if you know about Minecraft.
We incorporated feedback, and we're gonna make it better for the next event, make it more accessible to new players.
Cool.
Because people complained about every single event that we hosted. Like, well, I can't do parkour. Like, how the fuck can you not do Minecraft parkour? That's like the one thing you do in that game to have fun. You know?
That's true. They're wrong. I'm right.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, I'm right. Starting off with a quiz is tough.
Yeah.
But hey. What's up, guys?
Yeah, man. Subnautica.
I guess I'll wrap up Subnautica.
Subnautica.
I am excited to play more of it.
Claps in the chat.
A lot of it is like figuring out how to do shit. Like, how do I build a base? How do I build the stuff for my base? How do I like add the torpedoes to my sub that I can then shoot at things?
It's like a crafting-based survival game, but underwater.
It's like Minecraft, but a lot more water-based.
Yeah.
In fact, it's so much water that like the few times I've actually been on a stranded island walking around, it almost feels weird like walking around on land. It's just like, I like 99% of the time I've been like exploring the sea, and now I'm walking around like it feels like a fish out of water almost.
Yeah, that's weird.
Except I'm a human person in the game, not a fish.
Oh.
Then yeah, it has like a eating and a drinking system, but getting access to water and stuff's pretty simple. It's just kind of a thing you gotta keep tabs on it. What were you saying?
So you just open your mask and just drink water?
No, I mean, you can't drink the seawater, you silly doofus.
Why not?
You ever drink the ocean?
No.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Could you drink the ocean?
As a person who, actually, you know, I think that Badlands Chugs drank the ocean once. Do you guys know Badlands Chugs?
Is he the guy with the Coke record?
He's a guy who drinks
Coke
a lot
record?
of 2 liter sodas on his YouTube.
The
I don't know
Coca-Cola. I never mean cocaine. Whenever I say Coke, I never mean cocaine.
Yeah, I'm always talking about the soda too.
I was pretty confident you didn't mean cocaine. Because I don't know if you can
cocaine, Sid?
I don't know if you can chug cocaine.
I have the cocaine record.
I mean, if
no
there's
big
a will,
deal.
there's a way.
So you were saying...
Yeah. Basically, I feel like I'm very slowly crawling through this game. It might take me quite some time, longer than 30 minutes as the speedrun is.
Wow.
But it's keeping me intrigued, and it's very immersive. Would be more immersive in VR, but I don't have that technology. So that's
Do
it.
any of you guys play Dead by Daylight or no?
No, I don't.
Oh my god, losers!
We should play the forest.
That is so cringe.
We should play the forest.
I agree. I think we should all play, but you know what? It would be so much more fun if we grab a fifth and then we make it a kill your friends. So kill your friends is basically someone plays as killer and the four of us just play survivors.
Oh.
And it's just
I don't
not
even know
a
how to
random
play
killer.
the forest. Like, I feel like we should figure out the game first and then.
Honestly, okay, yeah. You know what? I've been in that group to play the forest or Back for Blood or whatever the heck, and it has not happened, and I'm upset.
Okay, Quan and I have been saying I'm down, then everyone's just silent.
See,
then nothing happens.
What's funny is that like I feel like I have to be the person that just like gets everybody to do it. Like,
yeah, Sid is the linchpin that makes it happen.
I don't know why this has become me, but I feel like I have to DM everybody and be like, okay. So
listen, if there is a day, like if you ever like start the call and like start calling people and like actually start the game and play the game, I would probably jump in. But if people just be like, yeah, let's play, and then nobody says anything, I'm not gonna be like, let's fucking play.
See, I'm the person that goes like, if somebody goes, oh, let's play the forest, and DMs that group, I'll be just like, and then I'll leave. Like, I'll just say, and that's it. and then
See,
nothing else.
maybe if you're not feeling super into Sunshine right now, you can play the forest for a bit, then you get your groove back, and then be ready for ESA.
What the heck? What do you mean?
That's
I'm never playing Sunshine
No.
again.
Sid,
Fast forward tomorrow, I'm like doing 120.
I'm talking to the person playing 96 shines at the event.
He's talking to me, but
Okay.
But maybe you too. You never know.
Yeah. Hey, if you start playing the forest, okay, Dead by Daylight. I've never played it. One.
It's an asymmetrical game.
I've seen a fair bit of it.
Wait, an isometrical game?
Asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical. Oh, I was picturing it like an isometric view.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
It is in Spanish. It's asymmetrical. Okay, sorry.
That's a sick word.
we're just clarifying for us English speakers that it's asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Asymmetrical.
Hold on. What is an asymmetrical game?
So basically, there's 4 survivors and 1 killer.
Oh,
and
that's what,
you play with people online. So
it's like
you
Mario
get into a
Party
lobby.
minigame.
The killer is going to be a random person from the internet, and then 4 people in your team. You can either play with a party or play by yourself. Playing by yourself is not. I do not recommend it.
It's like Among Us.
Play by yourself. Yeah, it's kind of like Among Us. But you already know who the killer is. You don't have to figure it out.
Oh,
he's immediately sus.
The killer literally just chases you and has to like sacrifice you to the entity.
Damn.
And then you have to complete the generators to escape. That's it.
When you were talking about, when you're saying it's asymmetrical, I wasn't thinking about the fact that it was 4v1 or anything like that, like a killer versus the killies, right?
Achilles.
I was thinking about it because the killer is first person. And it has a first-person camera, and the killies have a third-person camera.
Yeah,
a third person, yes.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
And so that the killer actually has just like a disadvantage finding people.
Actually, no. The game has... Okay, this is going to be controversial opinion, but the killer...
sound the alarm.
The killer... Yeah, I know. The people in the comments are going to be like...
Believe me, they got me last episode for a certain reason.
But basically, the game has been and still is very killer sided, and it's mostly because in the game you have perks, you have items, etc., right? And a lot of the perks are so overpowered for the killer, and the killer also is most of the time very overpowered. Unless you pick a shitty killer, then of course and you're against really good 4 survivors, but yeah, a lot of the times...
I'm assuming, isn't there some kind of customization to the game where like you can handicap people or something?
In some type of way, not really handicap other people, but for example, like the killer could handicap the survivors, but by like equipping, like using like a specific perk that hinders.
Drops down.
Yeah,
because I'm thinking like in Among Us, you can customize the game so much to where like you can determine how close you got to be to someone to kill them and stuff.
It's not like Among Us. Like Dead by Daylight is like an online game.
I'm picturing Among Us except in 3D.
Among Us is like you play with your friends, you do the custom.
It is like Among Us, but it's nothing like Among Us.
It's 3D Among Us, all right?
Everything
Dead by Daylight is like you're playing League of Legends. You have the option to invite your friends, but you're playing with random people. You know what I mean? Like you don't customize the lobby. Like it's like matchmaking. It's matchmaking. You know what I mean?
Right, but I'm picturing like you can change the values, like how fast the killer can move,
bro.
or like
you just put your perks on and hope you win.
No, it's not like that.
Like how attractive the killer is, or
oh yeah, you could.
What was the game called?
So like the base game, like you're sort of stuck to, like you go into a game and like that's the rules you have.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay,
the only thing that changes the game or the course of the game is the perks that you equip.
Okay.
And there's these things that are called offerings that if you play them like before the game starts, like there's offerings for different maps, there's offerings for more chests, which is like more loot in the game. There's offerings for less hooks, for more points, or like for more XP, for certain things that you do, and like stuff like that.
Sick.
And like every killer has a different like ability. Like not all like I think there's like 15 killers or more.
Really?
And they all do different things. Like some of them, like one of them throws hatchets and has like a long range. The other one has like a chainsaw that like goes really fast and like shit like that.
Is the meta still like I remember like first month Dead by Daylight, like it was massive on Twitch, and there was this like you knock down the pallet and jump over it and just kind of bait the killer into like investing into destroying the pallet that you knocked over that they can't jump over.
Yeah.
And then you'd get away with that. I wonder if the meta is still and then when the nurse came out, the nurse was overpowered.
Yeah, this still is kind of.
Still is it still like being updated? Like is it still being
yeah, the game's still been updated and like tweaked and stuff like that.
Cool.
So yeah, that actually is, I don't remember the exact name for it, but the people still do that. Like if like another teammate of yours dies at a pallet, you can do this thing where you trick the killer into like wanting to break the pallet, but since if you vault the pallet, which you can do, if you vault the pallet, then the killer will trigger instead of breaking the pallet, it will pick up the survivor that's in the ground, because like killers pick them up to like hook them. And then you vault back again, and then you what's it called, you flashlight them, and then you save. Like that's
Oh, okay.
It's hard to explain. I don't know how to do it.
It's a strat, bro. It's a strat.
It is a strat.
This doesn't sound like Among Us at all.
No, it's not anything like Among Us at all.
Dude, I hate Among Us. Why?
They lied to you. I don't know why they brought that up.
Fair enough.
It is more like League of Legends, okay?
Okay.
It's like Minecraft, but underwater. So.
Oh, that's like right up my alley. Goddamn.
Yeah, you'd love this game.
Let's play it in VR.
One thing I'd like to ask you guys. So I recently beat Inscryption. We talked about Inscryption last week.
It's a great game.
A fair bit. It was actually like you gave it a 7.5. I'd give it probably better than that. But like I've beaten it since, and I've been playing actually the New Game Plus mode a fair bit.
Whoa.
And it's just like a card-based game, whatever. I wonder what game for both of you, or even Trey. Trey, you can get involved in this question. You want to get involved in the podcast?
Ooh, I'd love to get involved in the podcast that I'm on right now. Yes.
I wonder what is the most time, or with the New Game Plus specific content, what's the most time you've put into a game?
You wanna take a guess?
Is it
League of Legends?
I think I have like over 30,000 hours in that game.
Wait, are you talking New Game Plus only content?
I'm thinking New Game. Like if I said it would be Sunshine, like, but it wouldn't. It's not like probably. New Game Plus Sunshine. Like there isn't New Game Plus.
Or how about like a single player game that specifically has a New Game Plus?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
How much did you commit to it?
Yeah.
Probably Sunshine then, because I don't really go back to playing games. Or maybe Pokemon when I was a kid.
Actually, Pokemon might be mine too.
Yeah, Pokemon is probably mine.
Honest.
Just like you're done and you're just like, well, I'm going to collect all the Pokemon now.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, for me, in the Emerald version, which is like one of the two mainline games that I played, it has this really sick post-game thing. I forget what it's called. Like this special island that have you played Emerald version? Anyone here?
I have, but it was a long time ago.
What was the name of that thing that has like the battle tower, the battle pyramid, all that stuff? You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
Battle Island.
There's a post-game thing in Emerald version that has like 7 or 8 different battle towers with their own unique gimmick. Like the battle pyramid, you was like navigating a maze and you fight trainers and get items along the way, and it was really cool. And there was like so much cool post-game content in Emerald version that I remember playing it quite a bit. Also, there was like a beauty contest thing that was pretty fun for some reason.
Oh, I remember that.
You could like use different moves to like appeal to the crowd, and you wanted to get the most, I don't know, like heart points or something. It was pretty fun though. But yeah.
Well, like I remember the battle tower. There was an equivalent in Crystal, but you'd have to be smart. Like it was one of those things where you'd have to bring specific Pokemon, and it would you would be only facing level 50s as level 50s, and you actually had to
yeah, it was like that.
You'd have to actually use strategy instead of being just like, well, I'm 7 levels higher than you. Get owned.
Just spam the same attack. Yeah.
like you can't just you have to actually think about your move sets and like what you're going up against. And I'm just like, you know what?
That.
I'm 11. I'm okay. Like, I don't have the brain power for this.
Wait, you beat like Ocarina of Time when you were 6 or something?
Yeah, that's not hard.
That takes brain power.
What?
Yeah.
To like know where to go.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
To beat
What do you mean it's less hard than Pokemon? Like, well, what do you mean Pokemon is harder than like Zelda?
Because in Pokemon, you have to like formulate your party with their attacks and their elements based off of the opponent.
Shut up, Funky.
Twitch
that
beat
is not
Pokemon.
true.
Twitch beat
Yeah.
Pokemon. They can't beat
Twitch can
Ocarina
do
of
it.
Time.
But like
See,
the
now you're-
thing
now you're
about
So now you're
arguing
going
for
against
me.
your own point, you moron.
Okay.
Wait, what's my point again? What side am I on?
saying
You just
Ocarina of Time is
argued for
easier
my
than-
points, then. Thank you for agreeing with me.
Yeah.
Well, no, like I beat Pokemon. I beat Pokemon fine, but like doing the strategic like battle tower, that's different.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
so I'm
me-
trying to
not-
defend you, and you're like, well, it's easy. I beat it.
God damn it.
I'm
Sorry,
trying to help
I
you,
flopped.
idiot.
What I'm saying is, like, I feel like an 11-year-old could maybe form the strategy around that.
No.
But like,
I think so too.
but like 6-year-old beating Ocarina of Time, I'm saying that's pretty impressive. That's all I'm saying. All right.
I agree.
You're welcome for the compliment.
Hey, apparently my sister apparently cheated in
Wow.
our first playthrough of Ocarina of Time. I don't know what. I think it was Water Temple related actually. So
How does she cheat?
I you know what? I'll message my sister tonight and I'll get you an answer.
Okay,
not on the
thank you.
podcast. Yeah.
It was
Thank
Game
you.
Shark.
Edit it in post.
I want to know what Funky's like most played game is.
Most gamed game.
My
Most
most
game
gamed game. With like New Game Plus thing, I would probably say like Super Mario Galaxy with like Luigi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I never play New Game Plus on any game I ever play. As soon as I beat the game, it's like New Game Plus unlocked. I'm like, I don't want to fucking redo this game again. Maybe like Luigi's Mansion or something, but even then I'm like, I don't know. It's probably Super Mario Galaxy because you get Luigi and there's like more stars to get.
That's actually a really good choice.
I got bored halfway through my Luigi playthrough because I was like, wait, it's the same game.
Yeah, it's the same
What
game,
is
but
this?
like I love Galaxy, so and I was a kid, so I was like,
Yeah.
But you jump further and your feet are slippery.
yeah, and you can, yeah.
Oh, and you lose more air underwater. It's so sick.
And you, the game that I know I beat and then threw me into the New Game Plus version, and I was just like, nah, it was Dark Souls. Like,
Yeah.
when,
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
when you beat Dark Souls, it immediately thrusts you into New Game Plus, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm
beat
pretty
you.
sure like the credits fade to black and then it fades into you in the jail cell again. It's like, I don't want to do this again.
Yeah, that sounds stupid.
What are you doing? I just beat Gwen.
Bro, I continued the chain of fire or whatever. I went.
Yeah,
like, fuck
I
you.
did the thing.
But it expects you to like keep going.
Yeah.
Go for it, Pinkish.
Actually, I did a decent
was-
amount of like New Game Plus-esque stuff in Dark Souls 2.
Oh.
I didn't specifically do New Game Plus. There's these items in Dark Souls 2 called Bonfire Ascetics, where you can basically New Game Plusify specific areas. Like if you use a Bonfire Ascetic on a given bonfire, that region becomes like New Game Plus level 1. And if you use the second one, it's New Game Plus level 2 within like the same base game.
It's cool.
Which adds to
Interesting.
like quite a bit of replay value. I feel like Dark Souls 2 had the most replay value of the trilogy.
Yet it's
Which is
hated.
why yet everyone hates it. No, I mean I think people are turning toward the positive on it in more recent years. But like
Yeah.
I guess when it first came out, it's like, oh, it doesn't feel like one, it sucks.
Yeah.
Which is understandable, but
There was something you wanted to say, Pinkish, or no?
Oh no, I was gonna say that probably my second one is either Sunshine or actually Odyssey.
Oh,
I played I think I have like 500 to 600 hours in Odyssey.
Damn.
really,
I like
wow,
5 hours
that's
in Odyssey.
crazy.
Yeah, I played a lot of Odyssey.
you speedran it too, right?
I did, yeah. I got a 114 in any percent.
Oh, that
I
makes
think-
sense.
I think 113.
Damn.
And I
Big
did all unique moons as well on stream.
Wow.
Never again, thanks.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
all uniques.
Doesn't that mean every moon in the game? What does that mean?
Yeah, that's 880 moons.
Oh my god.
Actually, no, it's not as bad as like having to buy like grind for coins to get all the other ones you buy.
you don't really buy that many moons.
You only buy one in each region, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh no, yeah, the rest is just random moons.
Yeah, I when you were saying New Game Plus Odyssey, I was just like, yeah, I New Game Plus the 2. I bought the skeleton outfit and all that, but like you like speed ran it.
Yeah, I beat it twice technically. So twice, like almost 100%. Not that is technically not 100%. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe Sonic Adventure 2. You guys ever play Sonic Adventure?
Really?
Did you Chow Garden it up?
I did Chow Garden, and I also got a lot of emblems in the levels. Yeah.
I see. Now I'm thinking of like Zelda stuff, and I'm just like fishing. Like I would fish just for fun. In like Twilight Princess, you get actually 0 for anything in Twilight Princess fishing, but you just like you can fish. And it's just there. So I would spend like a few hours there every so often.
That's fun.
No, it's not. You're trying to find this Hylian Loach. You're like,
I never did the fishing in Twilight Princess beyond like the required ones.
Is there required fishing in that game?
Yeah, the to get the cat to go into the house at the very beginning of the game.
Well, yeah, that's the start of the fucking.
And then also the red, what was it, like the red leek fish or whatever, the reek fish in the ice place.
Oh,
you
know what?
Open up. What's up?
I was gonna lie to you and be like, "Oh yeah, I remember." I have no
for sure.
idea what you're saying.
I remember because I kind of liked that game growing up.
Oh yeah, I did.
I'm actually surprised no one said Breath of the Wild. That has like the most like New Game Plus type.
You know, I would have done more Breath of the Wild, but like at the time, I think I was super in the deep of trying to get serious about 120 shines. So I was like, okay, I guess I got to finish this game, maybe get like most of the shrines, but I got to get back to 120 shines. So
I feel that I was very much stuck like speedrunning Odyssey and also playing League of Legends when I wasn't streaming. So
yeah,
I did it. I finished. I actually did. Fun fact. Look it up in the wiki. I did speedruns of Legend of like Breath of the Wild once.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't think I have record of that anywhere. Not even in speedrun.com. So all of that is lost, but I did do speedruns, and yeah, that was interesting.
Was it that you didn't like
I probably didn't submit because I thought the times were shit, and then I was like, oh, yeah. I'm never speedrunning this again.
Well, like when you're, I don't know, nowadays with any speedrun, I just kind of submit it no matter what.
Yeah, no, me too.
But Odyssey was the same thing for me. Like I did some speedruns of Odyssey. You killed my time, by the way. I think I got it 124. But but like I never submitted it, and I'd like it to like nowadays looking back, I'm like I would like it to exist, but the fact that back then when I didn't want to, like I was good enough at Sunshine that I was just like I shouldn't be good at or shouldn't submit anything bad for any other game.
Yeah, because you're like, it'll taint my reputation.
Exactly. You have that like weird like perception of yourself. Yeah. And nowadays I'm just like, well, I did like a 2.5 hour run of Mundawn, which is just like this random ass game that Psychonauter bought me, and I'm just like, I'm thinking about, I'll just submit that. Like, who cares?
Do it, man.
See, I think that my caring about my like pristineness of my runs went down the drain as soon as Uana's Fetch-a-Fruit happened. I'm like, yeah, I got Uana's Fetch-a-Fruit, I got Detective Ooh or whatever the other one was.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those are on there. So
yeah,
I felt like that with that. I felt like the same with my time in Odyssey and my time in Sunshine. My time in Sunshine is garbage compared to like my Odyssey time. But like, you know what? I do not recommend speedrunning Odyssey at this point. It's just, in my opinion, is so much more boring than so many people was back in the day.
So many people have done it though. How come?
That also, and also that, and it's like there's like I don't know. It just seems so like elaborate for some reason, and I don't know. It just doesn't call to me.
It just has like it has 5x things to do than 64. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's 5x. I like the idiosyncrasies of Odyssey. Like they don't fascinate me. I was going to say fascinate. They don't fascinate me. There's just like the people going like, oh, I'm going to go to get sub 1. And then the people just like, oh, I PB'd by 3 seconds and just kind of clawing it down that way. I'm just like, this feels like I play Sunshine and this feels exhausting, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the people with like 57-minute times just like with a 10,000 attempts just like scraping off seconds.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, you must really love this game. Like, holy crap.
Well,
it seems like torture to me.
But I know they don't. I know they don't love it. I know. Because I
have to. They go that long. You kidding me?
Well, like,
because who loves their speed game? Nobody does.
Nobody does.
Hey, I mean, you love it like in a special kind of way, not in like the typical gamer way.
Yeah, true.
It becomes a part of you.
What is the typical gamer
becomes
way?
a part of you.
I wanted to sound smart. Give me my moment, all right?
What the fuck is a typical gamer way?
Anyway, my game I have the most
like a casual way.
New game plus time in. I'm gonna exclude games that have speedrun.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because that's cheating.
Because it's cheating, sure.
Blah, blah,
You
blah.
toss the rules.
Not to call anyone out.
That's cringe.
I think, dude, thinking about it now, and also, I think Sam would be proud of me. It honestly might be SSX on tour.
Yo, I love that
Really?
game.
Oh, you played that game,
Nice.
Funky? Yo,
Yeah, I
let's
have
go.
the GameCube. I played it so much.
It's a sick game, right?
Yeah. I used to get
I
the cheat
remember-
codes on it after I beat it and just like throw the snowballs at people and have the boost. It was so fun.
Dude, isn't it outrageous that you cannot snowboard as Peach?
She has like skis, right?
She only gets skis. Isn't it
Yeah,
fucked
it's so
up?
stupid.
Like, come on, gender roles much?
Yeah, what's up
Like,
with that, dude?
Women are not forced to use skis. Come on.
Yeah, man. It's
Anyway,
2003, bro. Come on.
to be fair, at the time things weren't very progressive back then, so I could see why.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, SSX on tour, I think I legitimately 100% of the campaign in that game like 4 or 5 times growing up. It was
Whoa.
just so fun to me. I remember just going like every
Oh,
year,
man.
a couple of years, I would just go through it again. Like, yeah, I'll do SSX on tour again. Why not?
Dude, that just made me remember like all the games I played, like Tony Hawk's Underground series. Like I used to play that all the time.
Oh, I
even
never
after
had
beat
those.
it. Oh, dude, American Wasteland was so fun. Yeah, I used to play that a lot. Same with like SSX and like Simpsons Hit and Run. I used to play that a lot
Ooh,
too.
Hit and Run's really good too.
Yeah. I was
yeah.
gonna ask Funky. So you're like, I don't know, you're inundated by speedrun culture now, I guess, to some extent. Have you ever speedran?
No.
Just never? Has it ever come
Good.
like good? That's,
Don't do
you know
it.
what?
You're still pure.
Well,
Yeah.
Your soul is untouched.
Yeah.
Whenever anybody comes into any stream nowadays and they're just like, oh, what should I speedrun? And I'm just like, don't.
I'm saving myself for marriage. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about it?
I considered like Sonic Adventure 2 or Super Mario Sunshine, but the thing is like I just don't have the time to practice, and I'm like if I can't be good at it, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I'm with you. Like,
yeah.
Well, it's like the speedrun.com page where you don't want to submit the shitty runs, where it's just like now I have enough time in Sunshine where I'm just like it's what Trey says, where you don't really do I say at our level? Is that a weird thing to say?
You can say that, bro.
You don't
I mean,
really.
we've played the game for like 8 years. We can get away with that.
Yeah.
What the hell?
At
We're
our
so
level,
full of ourselves. Oh my
What
god.
the hell?
hey, at
What
your
am I
level
getting
too.
back?
We're just saying that
No.
what?
What?
You can be
our
with us.
egos are too big.
At our level,
Yeah, you need to
Pinkish
come
and
down.
Trey and Sid
Okay, thanks.
at our level.
And
With
Funky if you decide to run it too.
and Funk, yes. If
I've been playing the game since release. Just saying.
Rust doesn't really exist. Where it's just like you can take a break and you don't really feel the repercussions of rustiness for speedrunning.
Yeah.
And I'm perfectly comfortable just like doing I beat this game 3 hours ago. I'll do a speed run. I'll do a quote unquote speed run of it just for fun. Like my brain is okay with that now. Like I used to be like, I'll put time into it and have to actually put work in it. But now I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm almost 30. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm gonna put a week into preparing for a speed run. It's like, no, I don't care.
I see what you're saying.
It's just like I wanted to learn to speedrun Sonic Heroes. I think that'd be really cool.
Oh.
Because I've seen runs of it and like the movement. They're like schmoving left and right, like switching between power character and speed character, do all kinds of crazy stuff. Like I want to learn how to do that.
Sounds
but
fun.
like, could I just learn it without having to like put in the work to learn it?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing.
It's just like, I don't know. The efforts to learn a new game seems like so much now.
Dude, that's why that's why I was asking you, Pinkish, to teach me how to play League.
Well,
League, all you
I'm
it's
here
so
to
easy,
teach
bro.
you. I literally stream all the time. You just ask the question.
Well, I don't know what to
I can
ask.
teach you. Literally, just download the game, play the tutorial, and then we can play games together. And then I'll teach you how to do the things with real humans.
You gotta hit the towers, and then you gotta hit the Nexus. I know it's called the Nexus.
Yeah.
Wow, good
Wow.
job.
And the
Good job, Sid.
I didn't even know that.
Summoners. Fuck, what's it called? Summoners Rift.
Fire.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
What are the characters called?
Champions.
Yeah.
You're
what
already
are
bronze, dude.
What
You're
are the
good.
little thingies that you kill for money?
Minions.
Correct. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey.
you're ready. We can play.
Yeah. Well, I've played 2 games of Dota 2, so.
Oh yeah, I mean you have that.
the same thing.
It's pretty similar. Yeah.
Yeah, I've only played 2
a game of
games.
Dota 2 is worth 1,000 games of League. So I think you're good.
I actually
Sorry.
kind of wanted to bring something up in regards to like speedrunning and like you saying that I'm almost 30, I don't have time to practice, and like but I'll just like pick up a game and speedrun it. Like I was thinking, like I was just sitting here quietly thinking in my brain like, oh yeah, like that makes sense. But like I see a lot of people that are younger that just have so much time in their day to practice and like get so good at Sunshine. And I think one of the reasons that I stopped speedrunning it is because I feel like I've hit a threshold where I'm comfortable that, hey, this is like as far as like my ability goes and I don't have time to practice. So I'm just not going to like stress myself over doing runs that I don't feel like I'm going to get better at anyway. Mm-hmm. And my brain is just like, I'm just comfortable with like, this is my cap. As in, this is where my skill in sunshine goes.
No, you gotta have a grower's mindset. Come on.
Yeah, but at the same time, I can do that with League too. Like I have played League for 7 years or more. I don't know. I don't even know how many years. It's been too many. And I every year I said I will not stop playing League until I hit Diamond. And I'll stop playing League once I hit Diamond, and I did hit Diamond, and at that point I'm like I'm not even playing anymore to just rank up. I'm just playing for fun at this point, and that just feels so much better. Like
That's how you should play.
Yeah, and like in my brain I'm like I could probably hit a little bit higher than Diamond, but that is just not my goal anymore, and I'm fine with my rank, and that is just so much more healthy.
Do you feel like you're still getting better even after however long you've played League of Legends?
Actually, yes. And you know why? Because whenever I hit Diamond, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the time and look at videos on just anything League related, like how to control waves, how to like manage, like when to roam, when not to roam, like how to be a better support and all this shit. Like to me, that actually became more fun because I was like, I can learn something new. And even though I don't feel like, I don't know if I'm getting better, but learning about that new stuff like makes the game more fun for me.
Well, learning like I'm getting better at Swedish, like even like as I'm learning it. But like I have the same kind of issue with Rocket League. Like you don't have an issue with League of Legends. I have the issue of Rocket League where I've played it for 6 years and I feel like I'm just plateaued. And we play it every so often.
Well, I also felt like that, but you also have to count in the fact that Rocket League is a team game.
Sure.
And
well, so is League.
It's not, yeah. League is worse. League is worse because you have to count in fucking 4 teammates and you. So like if one of them fucks up, if 2 of them fuck up, then most likely you're gonna lose the game. So you have to like count that in, like factor that in, that it's not a solo game. So like, I don't know. I also felt like I plateaued. I was in stuck for 5 years and I finally hit Diamond. I'm like, okay, I feel so much better that I like, cause I just told myself like, fake it till you make it. I told myself I am Diamond level. I am plateaued and stuck in Plat because I first play a role that cannot carry or cannot carry that well. And I'm also playing with randoms, all the time. I was playing solo queue. I did not duo. So,
well,
Yep.
Like,
you gotta just keep that in your brain.
But like you're going to the extra effort of actually like trying to learn League of Legends. I didn't do that until I hit Diamond. Well, I know, but like I'm in Champ in Rocket League, which I feel like would be comparable. Like there is a Diamond League, but I feel like it would be comparable to like Champ. But I'm in that part, and when I hit Champ, I didn't go like, oh, I want to learn more. I just kind of went, all right, I'm just gonna kind of keep doing the same thing, and I've been hard stuck. Do people say hard stuck like a higher level? People say hard stuck plat. I'm hard stuck champion, but I don't think really very many people get up there. But I'm hard stuck there because everybody just knows how to fly and stuff, and I'd have to put in the effort of I speedrun Sunshine and I do all these other games, and I'm sitting there going like, do I actually have to like practice this like casual online rocket soccer?
Listen, something that makes me feel better about that is that, hey, I reached Diamond without knowing all of these things by just base skill. Like, I am good with what I know, and I could be even better by studying it. I have never ever in my life watched a video on how to play League of Legends ever.
Damn,
or like a coaching session, nothing like that. I just played League of Legends and just did what I know, and I got Diamond that way. And in my brain, I'm like, I got Diamond not knowing shit about the game, and if I studied the game, I could actually do more. Yeah,
dude, your potential is off the charts.
Big brain. Wrinkly. Sorry, I went on a tangent off there, but I really wanted to go on that because it kind of resonated with that.
You know what? Yeah, you were mentioning like young people with all the time to play speedrun, learn speedrun stuff. And you know what? This is a little PSA. I doubt that like anyone who's like 15 still listening at this point. But PSA, if you are a youngster out there, and you want to get into speedrunning, like really get good at a game, you are right now in the best possible position to get good at that game. Because when you get older, it only gets worse.
Yeah.
The older you get more responsibilities. You just have less time. Like when I was in college, I had all the time in the world to like learn new speed runs and get better at Sunshine. As soon as I got out in the real world, I got a full-time job and stuff, I'm like, man, when I get off work, I just want to like chill and not play Sunshine.
Yeah, exactly.
So definitely like when
you have
you're younger,
so much free time. Yeah.
Yeah, and like at the time when you are young, you don't realize just how much time you have. Like with summer breaks as well. You don't get summer breaks anymore when you're an adult. So like having those breaks, it definitely helps out. So
yeah. Like you get it even more in high school. Even more in high school, because like you don't really have that much homework when you're in high school compared to like college.
If you
but
know
like
about
even in college, I had so much free time, and I would just like play the shit out of League of Legends.
And like you have arguably, well, I guess in high school you don't have like a crazy amount of free time when it's not during a break, because you have like, every day of the week you are there for like this many hours of time. Whereas college, it's like, oh, this day I only have like an hour of class and that's it.
Yeah,
true. But the assignments are a lot heavier in that sense. Well, it depends on the class, but in my experience, it was a bit more charged than school. But
true. But all I'm saying is, like, if you're in high school and you want to get good at speedrunning, like, now is the time to think about doing it. Don't wait on it. If you're gonna wait, then like it's already too late. So
agreed.
That's all I got on that.
I'm with that. Funky, are you comfortable with the fact that we're all dying now?
Yeah, I've accepted that a while ago.
Yeah,
it's the final stage of grief, or what is it? Grief is a stage in the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the 6, 7 stages of grief or something.
Oh, it is of grief. Yeah, I was like, wait.
Yeah, it is grief. Yeah.
What was grief? One of those stages of a bigger thing? No,
isn't it
was
just 4?
I don't know, dude.
I think it's 5.
Denial, anger, acceptance, or something. Grieving. I don't know.
There's 4 of them, because Majora's Mask. That's the theory of Majora's Mask. That all 4 of the different directions are a stage of grief.
It's 5 stages of grief. It's denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, acceptance is the end. In Majora's Mask, in each direction, and then denial, then acceptance is the end, where we goes to the moon. You go to the moon.
Acceptance is the moon.
Yeah, acceptance is the moon. Okay. If you really think about it, that's how it goes. I like Majora's Mask a lot. That would probably be my New Game Plus, actually. Like,
oh yeah.
If it's just like replaying, not counting speedrunning, I played the shit out of that when I was a kid. But yeah, it is my number one game of all time for a reason.
I was looking through my Steam library. There's not a single PC game that I really put a lot of time into the post game in, to be honest. I don't know why. It's just like once I'm done with it, I'm done.
I recommend Inscryption. I think it's fun. Even though you played it before I did, and now I have more hours than you in it, but it's I cannot, dude. Post game of Inscryption without the OP cards is so hard.
Oh yeah, I played it for like a couple rounds. I was like, okay, I get the idea.
It's like I think I have like 10 hours in the post game. I don't think
really. Wow, you're still going?
Something like that. Yeah, I'm still going. I cannot beat. I cannot beat it once. I can't beat it once.
Yeah, I tried it twice. The first time I got like halfway through, made a terrible decision, got a card that like totally fucked me over.
Oh, it's terrible.
Then the second playthrough, I got to the final boss and he just kept spamming Mantis Gods and I died immediately. I was like, well, that sucks.
Dude, it's a tough video game.
But yeah, like I agree. The post game does seem fun, like if you're super into it, and I was pretty into it. But it's like, you know, maybe it's a sign. Maybe I wouldn't enjoy roguelikes that much.
You know, like
maybe I'm the
games?
kind of person like once I go through a thing, it's like, yeah, I get it. Dude, I'm not the kind of guy to be like, that's an Ego Raptor reference, by the way. The sequelitis or whatever.
Yeah.
No, I feel the same way.
But like, I don't know. I haven't really tried a true roguelike, so I don't really know yet. But I feel like I'm in the thing of like, I like experiencing new things as I go through a game. I don't like the repetition of like, oh, now I'm slightly better, and now I'm slightly better, and maybe I would though. I gotta try it out. Yeah, that's the paradox that you bring up right now. But
well, that's what we were saying about Skyrim the other week. It's just like, how do people have thousands of hours in Skyrim? It's like, I don't know.
Skyrim's boring.
And then I'm just like multiple playthroughs, and you're just like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Like, how do you go through life?
I don't know. It's like, but like, why do multiple things if there's no promise of fame and fortune, like speedrunning, right?
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm only extrinsically motivated. So,
how do you guys feel about roguelike? Just to like, I feel like we're about to come up to the end of this podcast, but like, I don't know, roguelikes. It felt like you guys had opinions.
I think they're really fun.
I don't know. I haven't really gotten hooked into a roguelike. I feel like every time I play one, I play it for like 5 hours and then I'm bored.
See, I'm afraid that's gonna be me.
I'm more of a, I'm not even a single player person. I'm more into the like multiplayer of anything. I would rather play multiplayer than.
Oh yeah.
And funny story, I don't even like playing multiplayer with my friends. I just like playing with random people.
What the fuck?
Well, because you like to shit talk them.
True.
You don't want to have that friendship tie, so that you're just like, well, I feel bad if I like criticize how you play, but it's just like you end up with a random, and you're just like, oh, you're dog shit. And
that's so toxic.
Yeah. It has happened. Yeah.
Okay, well, don't worry. I got a sick workaround. We're gonna play the forest and make sure we never become friends, and then boom.
Amazing. I'm about it.
I'm already on that step, so
perfect situation right there. So.
Hey, Funky, if you're interested in playing the forest with us.
You know what? I'm gonna like eat dinner after this podcast, and I'm gonna leave the forest downloading.
Ooh. Maybe at some point we'll get to that. But I think that'll be the end of the pod. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thanks for inviting me again.
Yeah, it was a fun, chill time. Like we usually do an event thing. Like we for all of our duos, we just kind of do like top 10s or. Have like, I
mean, we had one with like Ginger and KO, was the same deal.
Yeah,
like, we're just chilling.
But it's nice to just kick back and have two people that we know that can have a conversation with and it'd be okay. So thanks for hanging out with us.
Vibes on the couch, bro.
Vibes on the couch.
Vibes on the couch. That's the name of this episode, by the way. We already have our episode name.
Nice.
Good shit.
Insane.
But yeah, thanks everybody for listening. And we can do the proper wrap up if you'd like, Trey.
All right, we are on the YouTube channel Sid and Trey, and we're also on Spotify and Google Podcast. And we'll leave links to Pinkish and Funky in the description below.
All their stuffs.
All their stuffs. Any shout outs before we leave?
I'm a VTuber now. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, snap. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, I thought you were serious.
No, I'm kidding. I'm actually kidding.
But you did do a VTuber stream.
I will be a VTuber for like maybe 4 months.
Wow.
4 months. That's quite a long time. I mean,
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we don't. Thanks for
That's
listening.
my only shout out.
Well, if you wanted to shout out something else, go for it.
all right, Funky. Any shout outs?
Yeah, man. Follow me on Twitter if you want.
Hey, you do.
I also
Man.
post cool Twitter content. I
I'm
am
sold.
very unhinged.
I'm sold.
I think of all of our guests on the podcast, you two are probably the most prolific Twitters.
Thank you.
So
I agree.
good show.
I follow Funky.
Wait, do I
Yeah.
follow? Do I follow you on Twitter, Funky? I don't even know if I do
Probably not.
because I don't. I don't feel like I see your tweets.
You would know if you followed me.
What is your at?
Oh.
That's the thing.
Hold
It's at funky_245.
I do follow you. Wait, no, I don't. What the fuck? Oh, you follow me. I don't follow you.
Damn.
That's awkward.
It's like that now, huh?
You know what? I'll hit you with a follow right now. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Live.
Listen, it was like that in my podcast too. Trey didn't follow. Well, we didn't follow each other. It's like,
I just always forget to follow people. I don't know why, especially on Twitch.
Me too.
I follow everybody.
I'll be like, oh, I've known this person for like 5 years. I'm not following them this whole time though. That's kind of awkward.
That is awkward.
I just get so many follows on Twitter that I just can't keep up, man.
True.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, same. Totally.
Anyway, bye guys.
See ya.
Bye.
We already did the wrap up. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.